Hi, welcome back. I'm at work and I don't have my tripod, but I really wanted to record a video because I just got an idea of what to call this series. I wanted to change the name and I came up with this idea of the Unshrinking Violet, and I just love it so much. I love the visual of it and the idea of blooming. And actually, Violet was one of my baby names, like way back in the day. And the guy I was dating at the time, his cousin named their baby Violet. And I was like, fuck. But then I broke up with him. And then I had 2 boys with my husband. So no Violet for me. But now I can be a Violet. So there you have it. Look at that. I just wanted to talk about this idea of unshrinking and of moving into a space of growing and blooming. And unshrinking implies that you've been shrunk, that you've been like put into this little shrunk version of yourself. And I just want to say that I had to go through some period of grief about who I would have been without this backdrop of trauma that I had in my life, of I coulda, shoulda, woulda, been this, that, the other, more outgoing, more successful, not shrunk, right? Big, bold, audacious. And I had to go through a period of feeling that and being sad about the parts of myself that were shrunk or cut off or diminished, and the other parts of myself that grew that wouldn't have grown if I hadn't been abused the way that I was. But going through that, I've also gotten to this place of seeing that my strengths and the best parts of who I am are also because of what I went through. And I know that might sound like silver linings, and I really don't mean it that way, that it's, again, back to this, but it's holding space for both of those things. But I feel grateful for I've gotten to a place where I'm no longer in this space of coulda, shoulda, woulda. Maybe every once in a while it pops up. But I also know that the fabric of who I am and who I've become is so much deeper and more multi-layered because of going through this. And granted, it's easier for me to say that now that I'm not actively traumatized and in this space of really going through it. But on the other side, there's the space to feel that and to be whole and to bloom and to unshrink and to be grateful for the process that you've had to go through from being shrunk to being unshrunk, right? That I'm going through again through this 100 days of trying to be bigger and bolder, less small. I love the word shrunk for some reason. I also think shrinking's a funny word. When people call me a shrink, I'm like, it's a little condescending, but I think it's kind of funny. I don't know why, but you may have heard of this idea of kintsugi, this Japanese art, where they talk about when something is shattered and you put gold to put it back together. I'm probably butchering this. Probably should have looked up the details a little more specifically, but I'm on my knees right now. You use gold glue to put something back together. I honestly have this cute, adorable little ceramic bowl that I did at a retreat where you put it back together with gold, and they say that the shattered parts are the places where the gold gets in. Like, the shattered places are what make you the most valuable and worthy and whole in the end. And that concept was something that I had in my head for a long time and took me a really long time to feel and to believe. And I do now. I don't diminish that those gold parts are also where my deepest pain has been, and my darkest nights, and times that I get emotional just thinking about and would never want to relive. And yet, those are the things that have made me the beautiful person that I am. Those are the places that I have grown such a deep well of compassion and empathy and connection with myself and other people. A gratitude for the simple joys. Like, I am so fucking grateful for such simple things because of that darkness. So I offer this to you, this idea of unshrinking, and that if we're all in different stages of being our biggest, boldest, brightest, bloomiest self, let's just keep going and be grateful for every petal that opens and opens and opens. And that part of the joy and the gratitude is the opening. And there's an act of love and rebellion in that growth. So come unshrink with me. I can't wait to hear what you all have to say and see your own journeys and connect more with you, and to just fucking rejoice in the good parts. I also noticed that I'm swearing quite a bit, so I don't think that's going to change, but I hope you can accept that in me. Also, if you want more resources on therapy, trauma therapy, just a bunch of stuff about trauma, I wrote an ebook. It's free. There's a link below. Grab it, use it, ask me questions if you have them. Here to try to help and try to get us all blooming in tandem. So, and yay for getting my baby name back.